What's going on, fam? This is Richie coming at you with another episode of The Bridge. Let's talk about Lil Nas X. Now, I gotta be honest, y'all. I've seen a lot of people, throughout my life, celebrities, be disrespectful towards God. I saw, I think it was Marilyn Manson at a rock and roll concert. Marilyn Manson actually set a Bible on fire. And, I had never seen nobody just openly come out and disrespect God like that. I had never seen someone just openly come out and say, this war between God and the devil, I'm rolling with the devil. I'm on the devil's side. You don't really see too many of those. Most people in this world who are on Satan's side don't even realize they're on Satan's side. The Bible talks about how on the day of judgment, it's going to be so many people who are genuinely shocked that they didn't get into heaven. So that means that most people who are on their way to hell, most people who are going to hell, they're on Satan's side and they don't even realize they're on Satan's side. But every now and again, you see somebody who just openly comes out and just lets you know, this war between God and the devil, I'm rolling with Satan. That's the side that I choose to roll on. And Lil Nas X has basically let the world know, I'm rolling with Satan. I choose to roll with Satan. He put out a video that I'm sure y'all have seen. And when I first saw it, I kind of felt like David when David first saw Goliath. Really quick story. David and Goliath. I know y'all have heard the story, but for those of y'all who might not know, this is David and Goliath's story. David, when Goliath first came to fight David, Goliath was talking all kind of, making all kind of blasphemous phrases about the God that David served. And when David heard Goliath talking all this, noise about his God, basically talking trash about his God, David said, who is this guy talking about our God like this? And David said, I'm not going to stand for that. It angered him, and then he decided to go and fight Goliath, and all he needed was a rock and a sling, and he went out there to go ride for God. And that's kind of how I felt when I saw this video. I felt like an anger rise up in me because I was thinking to myself, the nerve of this guy. He's using air that God allows him to breathe, and he's just basically putting out videos where he's letting millions of people know, I'm rolling with God. Now, there's a few things that I don't understand about people that do this kind of stuff. The verse that he, if you don't know, he also came out with a shoe, a Satan shoe. Like, I don't know how much more disrespectful you can be to God than what Lil Nas X did. Not only is he, throwing homosexuality in everybody's face. I mean, everybody knew he was gay, but what he's doing in this video, that's just on some other stuff. Not only is he throwing homosexuality in God's face, in millions of people's face, but he's also promoting the number 666. Now, he came out with some shoes and some Satan shoes, some red and black, from what I understand, some Nikes, and he came out and they got 666 on the shoe. And he got a drop of blood in the shoe. And he has a Bible verse on the shoe that says Luke 10:18. And if you don't know what Luke 10:18 means, it's a Bible verse that says, Jesus is basically saying, I saw Satan fall from heaven. He's letting his disciples know that when God struck Satan and he basically banished Satan all the way to hell, Jesus is telling his disciples, I was there. I saw the whole thing. I saw Satan fall from heaven. Now, why did Satan fall from heaven? Here's why. In Isaiah chapter 14, verses 14, it says this. This is what Satan said to himself before he became Satan, he used to be called Lucifer. So when he was in heaven, this is what Satan tried to do to God. Satan said to himself, I will ascend above the heights of the clouds. I will be like the Most High. In other words, Satan had grown tired of serving God. He didn't want to serve God no more. He didn't want to be the praise and worship leader. He didn't want to be, that was his role. He was in charge of the music. And his, God, it says that God had made Lucifer more beautiful than all the other angels. Well, at some point, Lucifer started to feel himself, and he basically said, I'm not going to serve God no more. I want to be God myself. I want to be higher than God. And that's why it says, I will ascend above the heights, above the clouds. I will be like the Most High. So when Satan said that, he tried to lead a rebellion, tried to get other angels to run up on God. And as soon as Satan tried to run up on God and take over God's throne, this is what happened. So, after God banished him, Luke 10:18 is Jesus telling the disciples, I saw Satan fall from heaven. Now, Lil Nas, I don't know if you're going to see this video, you probably won't, but I don't know why you're running with the loser of that fight. You're embracing the person who lost the fight. You got Luke 10:18 on your shoe. Luke 10:18 talks about how Satan was banished to hell, which means clearly the God you serve is a loser. The God I serve is a winner. The God you serve was created by the God that I serve. So I don't know why you would openly try to come out and think that you're special, or think that it's a great thing that you're embracing the loser of that battle. He's destined to lose. The Bible says that eventually God is going to throw Satan and all of his angels, everybody that's on his side, into the lake of fire. I mean, you just losing all the way around from start to finish. So I don't know why you would even want to, go there. Are you trying to make God mad? This is the thing. It's amazing to me how gracious God is when God looks up on the earth and he sees people that use the air that he has allowed them to breathe. That air that you're breathing, that air belongs to God. And people use that very air to disrespect God. That's like somebody coming in your house and being disrespectful to you in your house. They constantly are, they don't follow none of your rules. They cuss you out, and you just, you have the power to kick them out, or you got the power to destroy them, but you just, because you're gracious and you're kind and you're merciful, you keep giving them chance after chance after chance. Now, I don't know if, Lil Nas, is it possible that he could get saved in the future? Yeah, I always say, if God can save the Apostle Paul, he can save anybody. Paul used to kill Christians. So I'm not going to put it past God to open up Lil Nas X, to open up his eyes to the truth. I'm not going to put that past him. But I just find it really hard to believe that God would even choose to, because the Apostle Paul, even though he was killing Christians, he believed in his mind that he was doing God's work. Even though he wasn't doing God's work, he thought he was doing God's work. The Apostle Paul was not openly embracing the devil. He wasn't coming out and just saying, I'm the devil. Lil Nas X, you are embracing the devil. You are letting the world know. You're letting God know, this war that y'all got going on, I'm on the devil's side. You don't see too many people doing that. You really see too many black people doing that. So, yeah, it's just amazing to me that Lil Nas X did this. It's like he's trying to upset God, and I don't know why people would openly choose the devil's side. Why do you think that hell is a place that you want to spend all of eternity? I mean, just anybody out there, when you get some time, go get a lighter and just burn your hand for 3 seconds. Just 3 seconds. Take a lighter and just go 1, 2, 3. Just for 3 seconds. Now, I'm guessing that you don't want to do that, and your body cannot take that kind of pain for not even 3 seconds. So what makes you think that you want to go that you will actually enjoy a place where your whole body is on fire for all of eternity? And it's not like when you go to hell and your body's on fire that your body eventually just burns out. No. The way it works in hell is just like the Bible says, when you go to heaven, you get a new body. Well, when you go to hell, you also get a new body. You get a body that is especially designed to experience torture. Like right now, if my body right now caught on fire, eventually, after a few minutes, the fire would burn out. My body, like I would die and the fire would burn out. When you go to hell and your body's on fire, it never burns out. You feel every part of those flames. And if the Bible said you went to hell for thousands of years, at least that would be, you would have some small kind of hope that one day that pain is going to end. But the Bible says you go to hell with a new body. Your body will experiences all the parts of the flames, and you experience it for all of eternity, forever and ever. It never stops. I mean, it says in the book of Revelation, the smoke from their torment will it says the smoke from their torment will rise forever and ever. The reason why the smoke from the torment rises forever and ever, because the fire that's burning never stops burning. If you ever see a burning building, eventually, you see the black smoke go up in the sky, but eventually the fire burns out and the smoke disappears. That's because the fire burnt out. The smoke from your torment will rise forever and ever because the pain will never stop. And that's what you're embracing, Lil Nas X. Brother, God is going to really judge this world. And I just pray, with all my heart that if you don't know Christ, that you would give your life to him. We're all sinners and nobody's perfect. I actually didn't know if I wanted to keep doing this podcast because I wasn't sure if I was spiritually right with God to be trying to talk to other people about God. But, I just really hoping, when I saw this, I knew I had to say something, and I pray y'all got something out of this. Okay. The mark of the beast, the number 666, he has that on his shoe. Basically, for y'all, everybody pretty much knows when they think 666, they think, oh, that's the devil's number. Well, let me explain to you exactly what it means. The number 7 represents God. It represents perfection. 6 represents the devil, or it basically represents man's attempt to be like God, but always coming up short. That's why it's 666, because man keeps on trying to be perfect like God, trying to be perfect like God without Christ, and man constantly comes up short. When Satan was in heaven, in Isaiah chapter 14, verse 14, that was Satan. He said, I will ascend above the heights. I will ascend above God. That was Satan basically saying, I want to be like God. But guess what? He came up short. God struck him down. And that's why Luke 10:18 says, I saw Satan fall. The reason why he saw Satan fall is because God struck him down. So he tried to be a number 7, but he came up short and he was just a number 6. So 666, that's what it means. And you basically are running with a losing situation. It's so obvious when I saw that video that this world, everything the book of Revelation said, is getting ready to happen. And the Bible says in the book of Revelation that people are going to have to wear 666, just like you got to wear masks everywhere, and you can't go into a store, you can't, buy nothing, you can't conduct business unless you got a mask on. Society's coming to the place where you're not going to be able to do none of that stuff unless you're wearing the mark 666. That's like, kind of similar to how they try and do the vaccine. If the society's coming to that place, and God hates that mark so much that he hates the mark so much that it says anybody who takes that mark, you're done for. If you take that mark, you have sealed your fate. You will go to hell. And Lil Nas X got shoes coming out with 666 on them, like he's eager to take the mark. Like he wants everybody to take the mark. Now, I'm not saying that if you go buy them shoes, that's the same thing as taking the mark. But that says a lot about you. If you're willing to wear some shoes, I don't care if they look fresh. Go get the Jesus Air Maxes Walk on Waters, the white and blue ones. They look way better. You ain't got to go get the Satan shoes. But if you are willing to go buy them kind of shoes, basically you're letting God know, when the mark gets here, I'm one of them people that's probably going to take that mark. You know what I'm saying? So I know I wasn't really prepared. You know what I'm saying? I'm just kind of going off the cuff. But, I just pray that y'all would, if you don't know Christ, you would give your life to him. Please like this video, share this video, and that's all I got for y'all. I'll see y'all on the next one.